Let's leapfrog over the problems and get into the next phase of all of this. Invest in our child care workers. Invest in our child care centers. Invest in our children. Pull people out of poverty. Agree that it is not okay in the United States of America that children go hungry.
Vice President Kamala Harris putting the spotlight on Connecticut. She's been touring the country to promote the educational benefits from the American Rescue Plan. And today, she made her final stop on that tour in New Haven and West Haven. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Matthew Campbell is live tonight to recap her day and tell us how some of that money will be spent. Matthew?
Yeah, Mark, $81 billion will be going just toward education here in Connecticut. We're seeing $1.1 billion. Now, the vice president says the reason why it's so much is because we need to start treating our children as investments. You give them the quality education now, and we're going to see the returns pay off when they get older.
You've been waiting. You've been waiting.
I've been waiting.
You have been.
I wanted to talk to you.
The weather in D.C. may have delayed Vice President Kamala Harris, but the children at the West Haven Child Development Center didn't hold it against her.
How does it feel like being a vice president?
You know, I kind of like it.
Prior to her meeting the young minds here, her first stop was in New Haven at the Boys and Girls Club for a discussion with the governor, senators, and more about what the American Rescue Plan means for kids and their parents.
I love meeting our young leaders, and that's why I'm here to meet you. And I love to think about what we can do to make sure that all of our kids are like you, that they are smart and strong and have everything they need.
Making sure their needs are met is one of the fundamental goals of the plan. Harris says the $81 billion going toward education can lift half of America's children out of poverty.
We know that when children don't have their basic needs, that they cannot perform, and then we have to rush resources, the general knows this, rush resources from every other system to make up for our failure to invest in them at the earliest stages of their life in the first place.
She says making the whopping investment now is better than just making incremental changes along the way.
Knowing what we do then will then compound the interest in the investment so that we can compete as a nation.
Connecticut gets $1.1 billion and $200 million will go toward child care programs, just like the one she visited today.
But you know what, here's the thing, you can be anything you want to be. That's the thing.
I want to be everything.
Now, the vice president was accompanied by Congresswoman Rosa DeLauro, who is very vocal in crafting the educational aspect of this plan. Dr. Miguel Cardona, Meriden Zone, was also in attendance. That is the latest. Live here in New Haven, Matthew Campbell, Channel 3 News.